Introduction to regulatory and legal frameworks. Regulatory and legal frameworks play a critical role in ensuring that businesses act ethically and manage financial responsibilities appropriately. These frameworks provide guidelines and regulations designed to ensure transparency, fairness, and accountability in business operations. Legal compliance is not only essential for avoiding penalties and legal action, but also crucial for maintaining trust with stakeholders. Business ethics cannot be separated from the regulatory environment. Laws and regulations serve as the foundation for ethical behavior, ensuring that companies meet minimum standards of integrity, transparency, and fairness. The role of regulatory bodies in business ethics. Regulatory bodies are organizations that oversee the implementation and enforcement of laws and standards that promote ethical business practices. These bodies ensure compliance with laws governing financial reporting, environmental regulations, labor practices, and consumer protection. 1. Key regulatory bodies: Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The SEC regulates the securities industry, ensuring that publicly traded companies provide accurate financial disclosures and prevent fraud in the markets. Financial Accounting Standards Board, FASB. FASB establishes and interprets accounting principles in the United States, helping ensure that financial reporting is transparent and accurate. Federal Trade Commission, FTC. The FTC enforces laws regarding consumer protection, preventing unfair business practices such as deceptive advertising, false claims, and anti-competitive behavior. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. The EPA ensures that businesses comply with environmental standards and regulations, promoting sustainability and reducing pollution. Labor and Employment Regulatory Agencies, e.g., Department of Labor. These agencies ensure compliance with labor laws, including minimum wage, working conditions, and anti-discrimination policies. 2. Regulatory responsibilities. Regulatory bodies are tasked with establishing standards and regulations that promote ethical behavior in business, monitoring compliance with laws and regulations, enforcing legal action against companies that engage in unethical practices such as fraud, bribery, or labor exploitation, promoting transparency and accountability through regular audits and public disclosures. Key laws and regulations. Governing business ethics. There are numerous laws and regulations in both domestic and international contexts that influence business ethics and financial responsibility. Some of the most significant legal frameworks include 1. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act, SOX, of 2002, enacted in response to corporate scandals like Enron and WorldCom. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act aimed to improve the accuracy and reliability of corporate financial reporting. Key provisions: enhanced financial disclosures. Public companies must disclose accurate and complete financial information, ensuring transparency. Internal controls. Companies must establish robust internal controls to prevent fraud and financial mismanagement. Whistleblower protection. Employees are protected when they report unethical or illegal activities within the company. Criminal penalties. The law imposes criminal penalties for falsifying financial reports, manipulating stocks, or destroying evidence. The Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, FCPA, of 1977. The FCPA prohibits U.S. companies and their subsidiaries from offering or receiving bribes to foreign government officials in exchange for business advantages. Key provisions: anti-bribery. Companies are prohibited from making payments or gifts to foreign officials with the intent to influence decisions. Accounting requirements. Companies must maintain accurate financial records and implement internal controls to prevent bribery and corruption. 3. The Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, 2010. This law was designed to increase accountability and transparency in the financial system following the 2008 financial crisis. Key provisions: Volcker Rule prohibits banks from engaging in proprietary trading and from owning or investing in hedge funds and private equity. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, established to regulate and enforce consumer protection laws, including laws related to credit cards, mortgages, and lending. Whistleblower protection offers protections for individuals who report fraudulent financial practices. 4. International Financial Reporting Standards, IFRS is a set of accounting standards developed by the International Accounting Standards Board, IASB, to create consistency and transparency in financial reporting across international borders. Key provisions: global standardization ensures that businesses operating in multiple countries report financial information using consistent accounting principles. Transparency and comparability provides stakeholders with clearer, more comparable financial data across industries and countries. 5. The General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. The GDPR is a regulation in the European Union that governs data privacy and aims to protect the personal data of EU citizens. Key provisions: data protection. Businesses must handle personal data ethically and securely, ensuring transparency about data collection and use. Consent and rights. Companies must obtain explicit consent before collecting personal data and provide individuals with the right to access, correct, or delete their data. Penalties. Non-compliance with GDPR can result in hefty fines, potentially up to 4% of a company's global revenue. Compliance and ethical risk management. Compliance refers to a company's adherence to the laws, regulations, and standards that govern its operations. Ethical risk management involves identifying, assessing, and mitigating the risks associated with unethical or illegal behavior in the workplace. 1. Ethical risk management strategies. Risk identification. Identifying potential ethical risks associated with financial practices, marketing, labor practices, and environmental sustainability. Risk assessment. Evaluating the potential impact of ethical risks on stakeholders, including the organization's reputation, legal standing, and financial health. Risk mitigation. Implementing strategies such as ethics training, compliance programs, and internal controls to reduce the likelihood of ethical violations. 2. Creating an ethics and compliance program. A robust ethics and compliance program can help companies navigate the complexities of legal and regulatory frameworks. Key components of an effective program include leadership commitment. Ethical behavior must be championed by top executives and embedded in the organizational culture. Clear policies and procedures. Companies must establish and communicate clear policies on ethics, compliance, and financial responsibility. Training and education. Employees must be educated on ethical issues, legal requirements, and the company's values. Monitoring and auditing. Regular monitoring and auditing ensure that ethical standards are being met and that violations are detected early. Whistleblower channels. Providing employees with safe, anonymous channels to report unethical or illegal behavior. Global considerations and challenges. Operating internationally presents additional challenges when it comes to compliance and ethical behavior. Different countries have varying legal systems, cultural norms, and regulatory requirements. Businesses that operate in multiple jurisdictions must navigate these complexities carefully to ensure compliance with all relevant laws and avoid ethical pitfalls. Cross-border compliance. Companies must comply with both local laws and international standards, such as IFRS or anti-corruption laws. Cultural sensitivities. Ethical issues, such as bribery or labor practices, may be handled differently in various cultural contexts. Global anti-corruption efforts. International efforts like the United Nations Convention Against Corruption work to standardize anti-bribery laws and improve corporate ethics globally. Module 5 highlighted the regulatory and legal frameworks that govern business ethics and financial responsibility. It emphasized the role of regulatory bodies, the importance of adhering to legal standards, and the need for robust compliance and ethical risk management programs. By understanding and adhering to these frameworks, businesses can ensure that they operate responsibly and ethically while minimizing legal risks and protecting their reputations.